and subscribe.
As you guys can see, we are not playing Cyberpunk. Last time on Cyberpunk, you guys had just defeated a bunch of clowns, and they got double-crossed at a safe house. So, we are instead enjoying the month of Spooktober by playing some Lovecraft. Playing some Call of Cthulhu, 7th edition. So, I'm gonna let, we'll start with Olivia. I'll let Olivia introduce herself, the character she's playing, and what your occupation is. Tell us who you are, what you kind of roughly look like, and...
So, I am the investigator of this show.
So just so you know, all the players are referred to as investigators. You're a private investigator.
I'm a private investigator, excuse me. Private investigator. Name is Christy Poirot. And I am elegant and sharp. I have a lot of fun tools to figure out who the murderer is or who the people are. Who knows?
Used to be a police officer.
Yep.
Retired from the force after an injury.
And I have a gift of a golden pocket watch from Papa Poirot.
There you go. So, Chris, what's your character's name and what do you do?
My character's name is Harold, and he's a student, big Western fan. Just graduated high school and on his way to university.
Is your last name Angel? Mark the Herald Angel. Anyway, we're still 2 months away from Christmas.
Right.
Steven,
holiday.
You want holiday at a time?
I am playing Dr. Lester Norman. I am, he's like slim, got, normal like doctor attire on, clean shaven. He is investigating a plague back in 1846. And I am going around trying to find a lead.
Yeah. We're in 1920s, by the way.
Yes, we are in the 1920s.
Yep. Okay, and also, as a doctor, you're afraid of touching people.
Oh, yes, I am also afraid of touching people, so that's interesting.
Touched,
and being touched, yes.
Your first aid checks are going to be fun.
Yep. Bad touch.
Dr. Bad Touch. And what's your phobia?
My phobia. I don't remember.
You're afraid of big things.
Oh, yeah. I'm afraid of very large things. Lovely to be in Cthulhu.
Yeah.
There's lots of
Good thing there's nothing big in Cthulhu to worry about. Nothing at all.
Did you get a stake in your pack so you can be over like with a stake poking the injuries, trying to like get the bandage to
love
stay
it.
on?
Right.
Oh, actually, the hero that you have, he's a real doctor who worked for Johns Hopkins. He's one of the first doctors to really push using latex gloves.
Oh, okay.
I just actually made that connection. So, by the way, I built the characters for everybody, just because this is a one shot.
So are you OCD and being like, wait,
So
wait.
if you want to, you can go ahead and add like gloves. Let's just say you have 10 pair.
Okay.
So I'll let you figure out how you do that. Role play, like how often you change your gloves, and if you run out, how are you going to overcome that? That's what we'll do for you.
Okay.
Is it okay if I carry an umbrella around?
That's fine. You have a bowler hat as well.
No, just an umbrella.
Okay, I'm going to use my scaly dice because those are the most Lovecraftian dice that I have.
I should have done my hair in a French roll.
Okay. So you guys are on an old bus.
Rickety with oil,
Yeah, like
gas fumes.
yeah, because this bus was made before they were using climate control in cars.
So there's lots of black smoke following us.
Yeah, following trail. Yeah, you feel like this bus probably hasn't been maintained since the day it was bought, and it's
Sounds about right.
yeah. As the bus is puttering along the back routes from.
Why am I on? Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot.
Well, we're gonna go over why you guys are on the bus in a second. You guys are between when you guys are heading to Innsmouth, you guys. Well, I guess why don't you explain what your as the telephone wires slowly pass by. You're thinking, what are you doing on the bus?
Thinking the distance, how I'm going to find this young man who has disappeared from the police, supposedly, that was working as a grocer in Innsmouth, right?
Innsmouth, yep.
Innsmouth. And where would I look first as I'm looking out the window at the blue sky with the tinged oil fumes?
Yeah, you're looking for Brian Burnham.
Brian Burnham.
He was the grocer
How
that was sent to
fitting.
Innsmouth.
Since I love fire. No.
We'll go more into what your investigation looked like before you boarded the bus in a second here.
Okay.
But let's go to Stephen. You mentioned that you're investigating a plague.
Yep. Wait, where am I? I'm also in the...
Yeah, you're also on the bus
Okay.
right in.
I mean, I guess I'm just thinking of where to go first. Do you know if I have any leads or anything? That, like, why I'm going there?
You did some research on this plague, because initially it just, you read, like, you were reading for some history books, and you read that a plague had ravaged this town back in the 1800s before the war. Okay. And you were curious on why that had happened. But as you tried to look up public records, you could not find any real info on this plague, and so that sparked your curiosity. You went. You're practicing your medicine in Arkham, which is a city in the Lovecraft world, by the way, a very famous city. Yeah, fictional, but yeah. And as you the more you investigated, you found out that Innsmouth, a lot of people avoid the town, and the town avoids strangers. But because you can't really let a mystery go, you decided that, well, you would at least try to go there and look at their public records to see if you could find anything connecting what the plague was and why it killed so many people, because most plagues that hit North America didn't kill, like, the percentage that this plague killed people.
Yeah, okay. So, I mean, I guess if I see any, like, locals on the train, I'd probably go up and, like, ask and see. Like, just trying to get more information.
You're not even on a train.
Oh, it's not a train? Oh, it's a bus. A bus.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hold on, we'll go back to the only local that you've seen on the bus. Okay. There was locals who got off. Okay. And we're going to go more into details about them in a second, what they look like. But this is the bus driver. He's the only local on the bus. Okay. And he definitely looked uncomfortable when all three of you guys climbed onto the bus.
Okay. All right. Maybe I'll leave him alone then.
Yeah, and I will say there was one time where you tried to drive out to Innsmouth, but you noticed that there was no road markings once you got past a certain point. So driving turned out to be like really hard because you pre-GPSs, so the maps you had would tell you roads to turn on. You couldn't find those roads. Right. And you decided, okay, fine, I'll ride with the commoners.
Right. Okay. Well, I guess I'm just thinking about like where I should start heading or to find the files I'm looking for. I guess.
Perfect. Okay, and finally, there's you, Chris. What are you doing as a student on a bus to Innsmouth?
Just on my way to university and too poor for the train.
Yeah, this turns out like when you were telling the conductor, because you had the money to cover the train fare, but you would not have had a cent for anything else.
Yeah, food's nice.
Yeah. So he mentioned that he didn't recommend it, but you could save money, and you're like, oh, like a town that might have some cool architecture or something cool to discover. Sounds good. Okay. So you were contracted by the parents to find Brian Burnham. What was your steps on, like, what steps did you take?
Steps did I take for what?
To investigate, like how, like
before I left?
Yeah, before you had left, like what kind of information was you want to gather?
I went to the main grocery head of his department that sent him there to find information about the reasoning for sending him there and who his contacts were, he was supposed to report to once he got there, what his job was, where he was going to be staying.
So when you go to him, pull this when you go to the store manager, it's your phone. There it is. Okay. So you see him, and I'll pull his name up in a second, but like, tell me like, let's play this out. Like, what questions would you ask him specifically?
It's horrible. What's the kid's name again?
Brian Burnham.
Excuse me, sir. I'm looking for information about Brian Burnham. Family has asked me to investigate his whereabouts.
Okay. So you just go to the, and this is where Brian started working, would be the grocery store that you, the grocery store that's located in Arkham, the National Grocery. It's called National Grocery, National Grocer. And you talk to the owner, the guy who's managing that one, and he mentions, yeah, Brian, he was a good employee. He mentioned that he had a troubled past where he had gotten into some trouble with the law, but has proven to me to be one of the hardest workers I had. He was a little young to be a manager, but frankly, I could not find anyone who would run that store.
What's wrong with the store?
It's in Innsmouth.
What?
So since you're a resident of Arkham, you would know that Innsmouth is just one of those towns where nobody talks about it. The people that would sit in there would usually last a week or two, and they would come back threatening to quit. I figured Brian wanted to earn more money, and I thought it was worth sending him over there.
Who was he supposed to report to?
Well,
Anybody?
he's been trustworthy for me. He was just going to write me letters, you know.
Oh, okay.
He would report the stock that was sold, what went bad, and
Did you give him a key?
he had a key to the store, yeah?
Yeah, okay. Where was he supposed to stay?
I'm trying to pull that up real fast. There's a town that's outside of Innsmouth that he would ride his bike from that town to, and I'm trying to... He stayed with a family there. He'd pay them some lodging for a room. He would ride his town bike out in the morning, and he would...
What's the family's name?
Oh, Arthur Anderson is the guy you're talking to, just so you know. Arthur Anderson, he's the guy who initially reported Brian missing. And he's...
Store head.
Yeah, he's the regional kind of manager over this area. And where's this at? Okay, let's just say that he gives you a name of a family to push things forward here. He gives you a name of a family, and there's a town outside of Innsmouth that's like a smaller community that doesn't have any of the stench that Innsmouth has on it. Like, people are often traveling to and from Arkham, but it's about an hour's bike ride away from Innsmouth, and he would commute from that because
An hour and a half?
an hour's bike ride.
Oh, an hour's bike ride. Phew, that is
How bad does a town have to be to ride a bike for an hour?
I mean, have you ever? We used to live in Mennonite country, and there'd be people just riding bikes all
Yeah,
the time.
there would be.
Yeah,
All,
up and down hills.
Huge hills.
Yeah?
Yep.
Wow.
Even in the wintertime, I feel like.
Really?
On a good day, not like bad days.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it was just crazy.
It
So,
was crazy.
so I guess right if you're used to riding a bike, it's
Yeah.
yep.
They were thin.
No, I bet. But they had tree trunk thighs too.
Probably.
Okay, so is there any other things you'd want to know or find out before?
Trying to think if there's anything else that I would want to know. Nothing I don't think he could answer, honestly. I think. How much money was he making?
He was making what would be considered a good wage. He was a store manager in a store manager in a not a very busy store, but he was for his age he was making good money considering he didn't have any like skills, marketable skills, so. He gives you a newspaper clipping that just says store employee goes missing. This is Innsmouth grocery managers vanishes. Innsmouth, Brian Burnham, manager of First National Grocery Store in Innsmouth, was reported missing yesterday by his employer, the regional manager Arthur Anderson of Arkham. Burnham, 18, was scheduled to meet with Anderson at Innsmouth store at 7:30 p.m. last evening, around store closing time. Upon entering the store, Mr. Anderson found that the premise unlocked, unoccupied, and the till emptied. After assuring himself that the youth was not inside the store, Anderson returned to Arkham and reported the incident to the Arkham police, who in turn notified the Massachusetts State Police Department. The state police have not yet released a statement.
What investigator did you speak with?
He mentioned somebody, the police captain that you would know based on your years on the
Okay.
force, and you know the guy's an honest man.
Okay.
Yeah. Is there any other leads you'd want to try to follow up, or is there anything? Like anything you talk to the parents about?
When was the last time you spoke with your son?
They mentioned that they spoke to him right before he left, and their pastor was also there wishing him goodbye, Dr. Ezekiel Wallace. And Ezekiel told him specifically not to join any of the churches inside of Innsmouth.
That's suspicious.
Right. Is he there, Dr. Ezekiel Wall?
Well, no, but he's a pastor of the church. You would, I mean, again, being a police officer, you would probably know him, because back then pastors were pretty.
So do I interrogate him?
You can go up and talk to him if you want.
Dr. Ezekiel Wallace, I'm investigating the lad, Mr.
Burnham.
Burnham,
Brian Burnham, yeah.
Brian Burnham, who is missing. I was told that
He's the pastor of the Asbury Methodist Church in Arkham, by the way. So
I was told that you spoke with him and told him not to join any of the churches there. Can you tell me anything about those churches?
yeah, he says, well, they're not Christian churches.
Anything else about them
Uh,
that you would be suspicious of why?
we've known for a while that like every denomination has renounced those churches because of the practices that some rumors are. They would even go as far as to say that not only do they not follow Christian doctrine, some people would say that they might be involved in devil worship.
Oh, like there's such a thing. Okay, well, you say so.
Oh yeah, atheist.
They weren't a fedora by any chance?
Why? What's that?
Atheists ruin fedoras.
Oh, well then of course I'm wearing. No. No, I have a French roll. Thank you very much. I have to be more elegant and classy. That's what I am.
Classy atheist.
I like my hot chocolate.
I don't know what a French roll is, so I'm just imagining like a baguette on her head.